Hello, everyone. RBG Kim Kitty are back with some more stories, The Path of Destinies. In the previous video, we did another Ilbis Stone ending, and it sucked. I mean, I have a feeling all these endings are going to suck, so we're going to do one more Ilbis Stone ending, and then I think in the next part we'll go do the Sky Ripper. But, let's go.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis Stone. It would whisper promises in his ear, offer him power for blood. But this time, Reynardo was sure.
And I'm cold, and I turn on my heater.
So,
God damn it, it's cold.
Reynardo went ostrich hunting. Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper.
The funny thing about this one is it doesn't seem like there's any alternate beginning.
A stone that ate souls. A ruby that drank blood.
Compared to like all the other areas, it seems like this is the one and only area where it's like the beginning will always be at this place.
Another ancient
Now, granted, I haven't seen the
now, drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals.
I haven't seen the You know, I'm actually really glad. So, shit, I'll have to go look at all the stories, because if I get a level up at all those things, which would be, and honestly, that's great, because like, again, what else are they gonna give me? It's not like they can give me ores or elemental shits, because like, what the fuck am I going to use that shit for? I can't upgrade my shit anymore, so it's like pointless. So them giving me a level up every time I complete a story is great. Actually, hold on, let me think here. Wait, okay. So I had four stories done already. So that means I'll get 20 level ups by completing all those other stories. Awesome. Ooh, God. I don't think I'm ever going to get a level up from fighting again.
Good. Then he hadn't come too late.
Yeah, I think I'm only going to get my level ups from fucking, from that again. So if I get, so I already got 2. So there's 18 more. So that means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So there's 20. So, I mean, so I basically just need to get 2 more level ups from combat, basically, which by going through all of these missions again will most likely happen. Right, I actually think I wanted to get that time level up. That was the thing I wanted to get.
Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
Na 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 na. Na na na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. That sucked. The good news is, pretty sure I'll get some decent help from this. Oh, Right. You know, at that point, if you have all 4 swords, it should just allow you to open them up with any of the swords, kind of like the Green Gate does. Oh, really? I mean, assholes.
As for the gate, well, you could take her or leave her. Sorry. It's best I could do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, another trophy that I'm missing is going to every single area in this game, which I think the only ones I'm missing is basically anything that probably has to do with the Sky Ripper, so.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with Tomb Raider.
I didn't open this. Oh, come on.
There was an inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons, with an address.
Okay. You know, I'm actually quite curious. I could probably just go through this without having to do the lever shit.
Reynardo really didn't want to become shawarma. Or shish taouk, for that matter.
The good news is that I just need to be healed by a little bit. Alrighty.
It was a stone of the
Let's go
purest
find Zenobia,
blackness.
but not kill her.
It reflected
and
no
see
light.
how that
Like a
changes.
void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the Transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. Look to the core, said the stone anxiously.
You gotta love that, like, in all of these missions, the second option is always the core to the Sky Ripper. That always seems to be the thing.
Dealing with it.
Alrighty.
Why was he listening to a talking rock? Ah, but the rock had a point. If the stone
but the
could
rock had a
truly
point.
turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old toad had sought for himself. To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes, especially when they've become enemies.
I just hope, like, I would assume that it won't send me to a false end.
As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Reynardo had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in dead ravens below a black sun. Was it the time of the lost gods before the Transcendent Emperor? Was it the future? Feeding the souls, it whispered. Take the power. He could feel the stone's hunger for souls, its thirst for blood. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting.
The good news is, like I said before, and I say again, now that I really, like, until I get to an area where I haven't been to before, I don't really need to, like, go around the entire areas. And that includes that mountain, too, because I think there's still, like, that one more path I haven't been through in that one area. So these videos are probably going to be a little bit short, but they're still at a decent length, you know, so. God, 24,000 just to get another level up. God damn. But again, Fuck you. So that only heals me 6 times with every
were no match for Reynardo.
fight like that.
As the stones sucked out their souls.
If I could get an average of like 1,000 per fight, I mean, it's still not gonna be great, but
The stone told him.
I'm actually quite curious when I get that level up at the end of every chapter. Does my experience for the next one stay the same, or does it fluctuate? I guess fluctuate's not the right word, but does it
Zenobia again. Maybe this time he wouldn't screw things up with her. He wondered how many chances he'd get. Was there a limit? Or would he be stuck with the consequences if he ran out of do-overs?
I also love that fact too, is like every time you like do these story replays, they're like there could be like, don't screw it up this time, and do over. So I love how it's like kind of like he's understand, like the narrator's like the whole like, hey, here's the
fire danced at the tips of her claws. Are you here to surrender? She seemed as cocksure as he felt, but she didn't know he had the stone. And I've missed you too, love. He chuckled. She spotted the stone and bolted without another word.
Alrighty then, let's get a moving. Circle is not dash, it's X. I don't know if that counts as me getting hit. Well, we'll see at the end of the screen here. You're not, haha. Oh, that was close to 2,000, so if I keep averaging like a good amount of experience, I'll get it at the end of every encounter. At least those big encounters. All right, do not kill her this time.
Finally, Reynardo caught up to her. He had never seen her scared before. At school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way. Kill her, whispered the stone. You cannot win your rebellion without it. Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way. Oh, they had been so close once. Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh, how could he be the hero he wanted to be?
All right, the one path we haven't gone down.
Reynardo hesitated. Zenobia was his greatest enemy. She was the Emperor's daughter and his greatest general, and the single person Reynardo least wanted to remove from this world, especially that way. She was holding her arms out before her, hands fluttering, fending him off with hopeless urgency. Nope, she was weaving a spell. He couldn't move. This thing is evil, she said. She slid the Iblis stone out of its slot in his gauntlet and slipped it into a bag. Maybe we can learn from it. She eyed him with a strange, wry, apologetic look. I missed you too. And before he could move again, she was gone. Learn from the Iblis stone? What did that mean? Would she take it to the palace or to the observatory on the Nexus? If she thought it was evil, she wouldn't want it in the palace. And, after all, it was evil, wasn't it? Maybe
That's true.
I can outrace her to the observatory, thought Reynardo. Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer. Reynardo felt a little sick. Ever since Zenobia had taken the stone from him, he'd He'd felt an ache that wouldn't go away. He missed it. He wanted it back. He needed it back. Why hadn't he killed her when he had the chance? She was the enemy. He hadn't even seen her in 14 years. Why had he hesitated? You're a sucker for an empowered woman. Reynardo kicked himself. Don't make that mistake again.
So is my two options going to be get the stone back? Or what? I'm curious now. What the hell? What's that? I never noticed that before. That's not a big of a deal.
Zenobia thought the stone was evil. Was it? Well, yes. He still longed to have it back. He'd felt so good killing ravens with it, and yet he'd felt unclean ever since he'd touched it. She confused him. She'd made him want to be a better fox, and then she'd abandoned him, never telling him she was the Emperor's daughter, never contacting him since. Well, who was she to tell him the stone was evil?
I love that this, like, the narrator is like
And
I actually like
trying
this
to
this
recover
game
the
a
stone
bit
Zenobia
in the
had
fact of
taken
like
from
how they
him.
go about, like, they didn't get like
Imperial
different voice
fleet
actors
was
in
tightening
that
its
way
grip.
about, like, you know, all of them and such.
They might
So
fail to save the rebellion, and it would all be her fault. Reynardo felt a burst of outrage. Not only had she stolen his gem, she'd also stolen his scientists. Sure, they were neutral, but they had helped him discover what the Emperor was up to. They were supposed to be helping me, Reynardo thought. So unfair.
I wish I was kind of paying attention to what he's saying there rather than like not. Oh, fuck you! Oh, fuck you.
That was fun. Let's do this again sometime.
You see, I'm averaging a good amount of... I'm averaging at least a little bit of 1,000, so I'll definitely get a level up at some point. But again, shit, I went the right way. Oh well. I don't think there's anything else over there. Not that it matters anyway. Because I've already explored this entire map, so not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, hey, this place didn't get destroyed like it did in the one where we take Zenobia here. So let's see what happens.
Scientists and toads were pointing arcane instruments at the stone and looking at it through prisms and reflections. Mine, said Reynardo as he took back the stone. We need it for science, croaked the toads. So he killed them. He felt better immediately. Smarter, too. I thought you'd never come for me, whispered the stone. Then, A far-speaker toad crowed, and something like Zenobia's voice.
Reynardo, leave the stone with the toads. It will swallow your soul. You'll kill everyone you love.
That did seem vaguely familiar. But Reynardo had an army to lead, an empire to bring down.
It couldn't hurt to listen to Zenobia, at least. Zenobia, the Emperor's adopted daughter and greatest general, gave Reynardo a dire warning. The stone would swallow his soul. Maybe she was right, and he was dealing with powers far beyond his grasp. They were enemies, but she had never lied to him. Maybe he should throw the Ilbo stone away. Kill the far speaker and go lead the rebels to victory. It had to be a lie. Of course she would say that. She had to stop him from leading the rebels to victory. Yes. He should head to the rebel base and win the war. Okay. Fuck it.
Whispered the stone. It was right. Wasn't Zenobia the Emperor's greatest general? Wasn't Reynardo fighting for the rebellion? Of course you wouldn't want him to have it. Wouldn't you be a better emperor than the third? Added the stone. You know what? I would, thought Reynardo. Or maybe he said it out loud. He would go see the council and lead their armies to victory. All he had to do was call them on the far speaker. Ah, damn. Well, wouldn't they be surprised anyway? Ah, the ruins. Reynardo had come there as a kid when it was still the fabulous city of Ubar, before the Emperor's ravens had come to pillage ancient books from its library and destroyed it. Now the rebel council lay hidden underneath the ruins. And between here and there, all these ravens to kill. They deserved it for what they'd done to the city. And the faster he could kill them, the more of a rush they gave him.
Alrighty then. I think it would be better.
Oh, she'd been an amazing rabbit. She could talk to him about comics, and talk to her son about history and battles, and talk to scholars about the ancient tomes hidden deep in the vaults of the library of Ubar. Oh, Reynardo really missed her. Tried to be nice to Zenobia, not killing her and all. And what did she do? She stole the gem from him and made him kill all those scientists. Next time she'd see.
Try to be nice, not killer and all. Pretty sure I went down both of these ways. That's the chest. I think that just leads to the chest, and I think that just leads to an alternate path. Oh yeah, that leads to another area too. Now we've been over there too, so. Oh, fuck you! I was on my way to kill this guy. Fuck off.
Whispered the stone. Ravens? Reynardo knew how the stone felt. Each raven he killed gave him a little jolt of pleasure. But he could only kill them so fast, and the pleasure wore off too quickly. Hopefully soon he would face a more powerful adversary. Yes, whispered the stone. The more power your enemies, the more power I give you. I will make you emperor. But not with a bunch of mangy ravens. Reynardo hated gogglers, but it freaked him out to cut them. Long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good. Only let you through if they knew you were cool.
That wasn't terrible, I suppose. Gonna go get some health back with my ice sword. Alright, is this gonna end the same way where I'll end up killing the rebels? Probably.
Reynardo had heard stories of a dungeon where chests were filled with potions and weapons. Fairy tales.
Huh. So it's supposed to be a thing on Zelda, I wonder. Let's see if he kills the rebels again.
As he reached the secret entrance, he was shocked to see Zenobia talking with the council. She bore a white flag. The council has betrayed you, whispered the stone. Kill them. What are you doing here, love? Reynardo demanded. Come for the brown muffins? He's worried about you, croaked the council speaker. We all are. You're not yourself, Zenobia said. Before they could get into the rest of the intervention, he leapt at her. Unfortunately, the council speaker blocked him, so he slew her and the other council members. I'm not giving up, cried Zenobia as she darted off into the ruins. I think I just killed the entire rebel council, said Reynardo. See how much power they've given you. But they were on my side, weren't they? No one is on your side, except for me. He set sail for the fleet. There, at least, there would be enemies to kill.
Alrighty. Okay, so he did kill the council, but it's in a different way. Alright, I'm going to go that other way now.
Unless that was the Iblastone talking. He could never be sure. Anyway,
Nowhere to run.
Who needed other rebels here? They'd only get in the way. A true hero fights alone after he's got all his friends killed.
Ah, so the things now kill Zenobia, which is... After all, a true hero fights all alone, even after he got all his friends killed.
The portal was heavily guarded. It must go someplace that you didn't want it to go.
Would have been perfect if I didn't get hit one stupid time. Yeah, there's a trophy for destroying 100 inanimate objects. Like that. Like I said, I got majority of the
Reynardo
trophies like the...
wondered what would happen if he jumped. Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
Oh shit, I came here for no reason. I knew it was to go to the left, but well. I think does this put me back? Oh no, this takes me to the fucking... Oh, fuck off! I was using that guy as a shield. That should have hit him instead. So 1,000 exactly.
Reynardo remembered when the Emperor had first come to the throne. He built universities and libraries. He used to invite scientists to
Never
dinner.
get what you are fighting for. The Emperor brings
Who
peace,
made that
prosperity,
too?
and stability
So
down.
afraid of death
Before my
that
grandfather
he would
brought
risk bringing
unity,
back
it
the
was
lost
each
gods.
animal for themselves. Strong would eat the weak. That was the only law. The rebels would destroy our great empire. They spread lies about justice and equality and pretend the power could be shared. But justice and equality can only be achieved through an iron hand. To harshly punish crime until there's no more crime. To control everyone's wealth until there's no more greed. To crush every voice of dissent until there's harmony. These principles are the pillars that I have set for the empire. The alternative is to return to barbarity. You must fight for the empire. You must protect its values. You are first and last line of defense against darkness. You cannot fail. Fight, protect, succeed. Emperor Ishningrim III War Manifesto. I honestly don't remember if I read that one before or not. Probably did. Oh, maybe I didn't.
These were really nice chests. You should take one home, he thought.
And there's another trophy that's like something about a roundabout. I was like, how the fuck did I get? There are definitely some trophies in this game where I'm like, how the fuck do I get them? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Reynardo wondered how his laundress was going to get all these bloodstains out of his tunic. The world was so beautiful. Everything was glowing, breathing, alive. Except, okay, the ravens he'd killed. But the wind was alive, like a million fingers caressing his hair. He'd never felt so powerful. He never felt so sexy.
So sexy.
Somewhere down the path would be the Emperor. Reynardo would slay him, most powerful man in Erda. And the Iblis Stone would give Reynardo all that power. And he would be Emperor. And then he would set everyone free.
What? Alright, another fight, then I gotta go across the chasm.
Oh, good! And I didn't run for my nest, said the lead raven.
Oh, fuck off. less than 9,000. I'll definitely get a level up. Well, duh, I'm definitely going to get a level up in the next chapter. If I keep the 9,000 experience needed. Because for whatever reason, they don't show the experience you get from the fight from here. This last fight, so... I like how these flames turn on. I think that's cool. Oh, wow, this is probably going to be my shortest video. It's only going to be a little over 30, probably close to 40 minutes. Alrighty, let's go. Let's see how I die in this one. I wonder if the Skyrip, like, the way to the true ending is through one of the paths in the Skyripper.
He was face to face with Zenobia.
I mean, it does have the most
She
endings,
was still
so...
unarmed. No fire crackled from her claws. Excellent. Kill her, whispered the stone. He raised his sword for the killing blow. Is this what you really want? She asked. Or is it what the stone wants? Think of the power, insisted the stone. I don't want to kill you, he told Zenobia, his arm still raised. I know, but he could not put the sword down. It wants blood, he told her. I know. Oh, help me, he said. She stabbed herself. Take my blood, she said. No, you mustn't, cried the Iblis stone. Oh no! Why did you... He ran to embrace her, and she plunged her bloody dagger into his heart. Why? He said. We'll be together in the halls of the Valiant, she said. I love you, he said. Thank you. And the
halls of the
Iblis
Valiant
screamed, and then it began to glow. It burst into flames. It burned like an ember. And then it was ash that blew away in the wind. And Zenobia and Reynardo died in each other's arms. He should go back to some of the choices he'd faced before. Maybe there were new paths that had opened up. Like those doors he was opening up all over the map.
Seriously?
That took him to new treasures and around his enemies. And he hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
That's dumb. They gave me ore as a reward, even though I have no fucking means for it, so... So now I need to get 3 levels, and God knows how many more, honestly. I probably need to get more, Oh shit, I didn't see. A hero who fights alone after he's got all his friends killed. I hate that it didn't give me the level up. Kinda wish it would've.
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him.
See, I wish you could skip
Surely
this,
the
but
weapon that
for
banished the lost
whatever
gods
reason
could
you
defeat
can't.
the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Reynardo really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Alrighty. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Stories, The Path of Destinies. In the next part, guys, we're actually going to go to the Sky Ripper line. But it is very interesting. So we started off on this line, but yet we ended up here. So that's why I was actually quite curious about. I was like, maybe one of these paths always end up to one of these endings up here as well. But I'm actually quite curious. Well, I guess the only way I can think about it is like when you go rescue Lapino, instead of going to look for Zenobia, you go after the core. So that's why I think there's probably stuff down here. And again, I'm actually so curious if like the true ending's here, or if the true ending's like another path of a 35th path or something like that. Who knows? I hope it doesn't like automatically put us to like the true ending once I find the fourth and final truth. But we'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click and comment down below. Check about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know what you guys think of that ending. It was very bittersweet one, that's for sure. So yeah. As always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to the main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RPG Kid Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you all next time.